What's going on, guys? Going live for this one, more so to protect my interests. There was an audit done at this police station. We're pulling up, I'm not going to give it away yet, but there was an audit done in this police station where police violated somebody's First and Fourth Amendment right. It was an auditor. So this is going to be
the station with the violation.
Correct, not at the station. The violation, they violated his rights somewhere else, but it was this police department. I'm thinking this police department has quite a few tyrants. It is at least a tyrant alert. I ran out of notifications for the day, so I know a lot of people aren't going to be watching this. But smash that like button. Let us know you're here, because I'm only going live because I want to protect myself. I've heard no good things here. No good things. So we are 1 minute away, and another huge channel just dealt with these guys. Another big channel just dealt with these guys, and they were having serious issues with them. What's up? Sorry, guys, not going to be notifications going out just because I already went live 3 times today. But again, we have a tyrant alert. These guys violated an auditor's First Amendment right and their Fourth Amendment right, and there was really no description beyond what are you doing in a public place filming. So to protect our own interests, we are going to be going live. Of course, this would be great content to release another day, but this is why we do this, finding places like this. I don't want to release where it is because I don't want to give them a heads up that we're here, but we are pulling in right now. Okay? Share this post. I have no more notifications, guys. So share this. Wow. Please share this.
Look at
places. Got a ton of cars here.
I can't even park.
Guys, share this so we can get as many views on it as we can. There's no notifications. Want to make sure that if something goes wrong, Doug G, thank you so much, man. If something goes wrong, we do have people, watching our back.
This isn't marked, so I'm
no, it's not marked.
I think it's safe here.
All right, guys, I'm still not going to tell you where I am until I literally get inside there. This is like audits you've seen me do before, guys, where we go cameras down, we don't let them know we're coming, just because what I've seen alone is really terrifying. And this is an opportunity to see if that was a one-time thing or if they act the same way. If this is something that they're recovering from, or is this just what they do here?
This is also, there's an event going on right now, it seems like. So,
something going on.
Yeah, there's something definitely going on.
Let's take a peek. It's going to be dark for a second, guys, while we walk over. The quality will get better in just 1 second. Okay, it's a big brick building. Hopefully we don't lose service. If we do, we'll continue to record in other fashions. All right. Now, a colleague of ours in the auditing community was dealing with a public bill. They were dealing. We'll just put it out there. It's not going to give too much away. Dealing with a library. When this city's police came and violated their First and Fourth Amendment right. With breaking the flaw and no-name audits. What do you think? You guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Breaking the flaw, no-name audits. All right, guys, I'm going to let you know where I am. Not just yet. Once I get to the doors.
Hey, if there's a press conference, I'm going in.
Absolutely, we're press. If there is a press conference, there's a ton of cars here, guys.
Yeah.
All right, guys, no secret. Auditing America was at the Westerly Public Library when the Westerly police came and violated his First and Fourth Amendment rights, his freedom of the press, and his ability to be free from illegal search and seizure. Let's see if that's changed at all at the PD here.
Some sort of football meeting. Does that look kind of like a football?
It does look like a football. Are they admitting this entrance?
They locked it up.
Oh.
Hello,
Hi.
can I help you?
Can I just have your name, please?
Dispatcher, Riley,
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
can I help you?
No, we're all set. Thank you.
You can't really record back here.
I can't record?
Right back here? No, this is all stuff that you're not supposed to be recording.
Okay, well, if you want privacy, you have to create it, and there you go. Much better.
There you go. She did the proper thing. I mean, it was, she was telling us not to record back there, but that's
My issue is
what our
she-
eyes can see is not.
She's telling me I can't record back there. That's my problem. There we go.
You guys have the drugs? Here's your drug drop off. I'm gonna read the mission statement to you guys, 'cause they don't usually post
Here, contact.
The Western Police Department is committed to safeguarding the lives and property of the citizens of our community. The members of the department uphold the highest of ethical standards while aggressively pursuing law offenders. How about just pursuing? You don't need to say aggressively, because I think that's like you're actively trying to go further above and beyond to violate people's rights to enforce the law. We are dedicated to serving with a professional and caring approach. Okay, that contradicts it, while respecting the dignity of each individual. Thank you. That contradicts the aggressively part. Our service will always be rendered with courtesy and compassion and adherence to local and state laws in the United States Constitution. No way.
Really? You know what I want to know? I want to see if there's any corrective measure here. Maybe she gave me wrong information because I want to know, I mean, I know I'm allowed to film that window, but I would like to know if she knows that, because I was just informed that we're not allowed to film back there.
Right.
So I'd like to know if that's a policy that this police department institutes.
Hey, never feed coyotes.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the phone and ask to speak to an officer, because I want to ask about that policy, not being able to go to film back there.
So don't block the. Yeah.
Yeah, can I speak to a police officer, please? I'll save my issues for the police officer. I'd just like to speak to one, thank you. I mean, I don't have to answer that question. I'm asking to speak to a police officer, and you're... Well, I mean, any police officer's fine. I just have a few questions. Thank you. That's what they do, guys. They try and, I mean, a dispatcher is not trained to make legal determinations, and a police officer can't even make legal determinations. So, but they like to do that. Like, I demand to know what this is for. Well, I don't have to answer that question. So just get me to the police officer. Let's make this easier. If I wanted to speak to you, I would have spoke to you. Maybe I'll also ask about why people were ID'd being in a public place.
Where do you see that?
No, when the other issue happened at the library. I mean, do you typically ID people without articulable suspicion that someone's has been, is about to be, or is currently in the commission of a felony? There's no probable cause.
I see something from it.
Guys, hit that thumbs up button. Let's get those thumbs up. You know, whether it be political or personal issues that you have in common or you have against somebody, whatever the case may be, at the end of the day, you know, we need to make sure that everyone's rights are respected. Hit that like button. I mean, I can still see in here. It looks like they're powwowing. try and figure out what steps to take next. I mean, how about provide a police officer so we can speak to them and just ask our questions?
They did replace the window.
This is the window that was broken?
This is the window that was broken. I couldn't tell if it was smashed from the outside or the inside.
Right. And do you need to file a police report or speak to a police officer or please see dispatch the right-hand window? It doesn't say I have to identify, like. Okay, so I could be here for any purpose. So the clock's been ticking. It's been 4 minutes since I told them I needed access to a police officer. So for all intents and purposes, they could have got to me at a remote location in a vehicle before they could have walked into the front lobby. And I'm sure a reason has to do with that is because I have a camera in my hand.
I was spotting the by the elongated teardrop football looking thing.
Art class was not, definitely, they didn't.
Oh, that's right. I remember this place. They had the
Oh,
automatic. This is like.
Oh, she's playing peekaboo. She's just playing peekaboo. I love when they play peekaboo. Now he's playing peekaboo.
Yeah, they have this like air freshener thing that goes off on a timer, and like it goes off so many times it's stunk in here, as if they use it as like a mechanism to like restrict this out. Like, 'cause, like it'll get stinky in here. Watch.
So, Auditing America is at a public library. They don't like him filming. The police come down. They demand identification. They violate his First Amendment right and his Fourth Amendment right. And here's the thing, he's free from illegal search and seizure. So Enrique, Auditing America gives up his ID. So that wasn't a lawful command to ask for the ID. His ID is part of his person, his papers, and effects. So they violated his Fourth Amendment right by taking that ID. It would have been absolutely within his rights to refuse to identify. He did identify. He did give his ID. Doesn't change the fact that it was against his Fourth Amendment right to take that ID in the first place. And I'm about 1 minute away from asking when a police officer will be available to speak to me. I am keeping track of the timer on the live feed here. You have 3 citizens requesting the services of a publicly paid public official. I'm not here for a police conference, maybe a football conference, so maybe I get some more help if that was the case.
See something walking.
Now I can see under there and nothing's happening.
Your door's open.
Guys, smash that like button. Let's get those likes up. All right, 15, 105 people watching. Get them up, guys. Get them up.
How many people are watching?
107 now. I'm on my 4th live today. I didn't even know they had notifications that long. All right, so I'm ready to ask when this police officer's coming, and I bet you his question is going to be, what do you need a police officer for? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he's going to say, what do you need a police officer for? Could be wrong. Let's see. Hi, can you tell me when a police officer is going to come speak to us? I don't have to identify that to you. I had asked to speak to a police officer. Has one been notified that we're expecting him yet? You're not qualified to make legal determinations of anything. I'm asking to speak to a police officer, which is beyond you, so can we speak to a police officer now? I'm sorry? Oh, you're a police officer. Okay, I can barely hear you. The volume is like, are you gonna come out and speak to us? I'm sorry? I can't hear you. What's your name and badge number? Sergeant Robert, badge number 14. All right, can you come out and speak to us, please? Because I can barely hear you. I can't even hear this guy. It says he's a sergeant, but he's, I don't know if he's coming out. All right, I'm just gonna wait here to speak to you because I cannot hear you. So if you could come out and speak to me, that would be excellent because I have something that I'd like to address with you, and I have an issue with an incident that I just had with your dispatcher. So I can't hear what you're saying, so I'm going to leave it at that and wait for you to come out, and thank you. Sorry, guys, I can't really give you I could hear that he said, in regards to what? I heard that. But the phone, I tried to turn the volume up. The phone volume is so low, I could hear nothing that he was saying. So I just told him kind of a reason of why I'm here, that I'd like to speak to him. I just had an issue with the dispatcher, and I'd like him to come speak to me. I wonder what they're hiding.
I can see my gimbal in the video.
I wonder what these guys are hiding here at the Westerly Police Department. Here we go. Excellent. Hi, Sergeant. I have a question. So the dispatcher came up to us and told us that we're not allowed to film what's beyond this window. So I just wanted to ask you if that was accurate. Okay.
You can film, you are in the lobby, you have no right to film.
I appreciate it. Thank you. My only second issue was, if I was filming in the library, okay, would that be grounds to demand identification if there was no probable cause, suspicion of a crime, or allegation of a crime?
It's case by case, because if you are doing something suspicious, that
But
would lead somebody to be concerned.
But suspicion is not a crime and is not probable cause. Suspicion doesn't meet the same level of probable cause. Like I could, for all intents and purposes, I could come in here wearing a mask and at the sight of a police officer run away. You could follow me, but you still have no probable cause to ask me for identification. The reason I ask is someone was in the police station, the library, which I'm sure you're aware of now, and made the rounds on YouTube. And because they were filming in the library, the police demanded identification. They wound up IDing, but because they had no probable cause, that was a violation of their Fourth Amendment right. So, I mean, that's kind of what I wanted to get at. So if you found something suspicious, maybe you didn't have probable cause, but if you found it suspicious, you would ask for ID? Okay, you understand that's illegal, correct?
No. They can ask for ID, but you can't demand ID, right?
Well, he can ask for whatever he
I'm not
wants.
gonna get into it today. You asked to speak to an officer, do you have a call that we need to respond to, do you have?
Well, those are the two things I just wanted to address. You address,
Tell your own opinion, yes, the Fourth Amendment, I believe in the Constitution, obviously I'm sworn to protect it, but, look, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you, okay? I have paperwork I gotta do, do you need to speak to an officer, do you need?
no, you answered my questions. I just wanted to know if you found something suspicious, if you would demand ID, that's all.
It all depends.
Depends. Well, just keep in mind moving forward that the Constitution doesn't have time exemptions. You know, you require probable cause.
I'll keep that in mind.
In all fairness, it wasn't his shift, so I think maybe he wouldn't have been notified about it. And it happened maybe like a week or two ago, so.
But, right, I understand. I'm not talking
Yeah,
about that
I'm
incident
just trying to make
specific.
it-
It's just that he said that if something was suspicious, he would ask for ID. So, but suspicion does not meet probable cause. That's my issue. So if people want to address that, they can contact your police station or contact you online. And if they have any issues with how things are run, they can contact their elected body and try and initiate change.
Right.
All right.
You guys all set, you need anything else?
I'm all set.
All set?
All right, have a good night.
All right, thanks,
Thank you
man.
for your time. Well, what do you think here?
I think it's a fail based on that comment. I mean, here's the issue. Very simple. And you brought up a good point. Are
No,
you,
he did say, no, yeah, let me make a point here. Is that you asked him a very specific question. You said, do you have the right to ask for ID at that point? Yes, they do. They have the right to ask for anyone's ID at any time.
right, but they don't, what I'm saying is Massachusetts is not, including Connecticut, Rhode Island. Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, along with other states, are non-ID states. They can ask, they can say, hey, can I have your ID? My question is, and he understood my question, and that's why I led up to it, is, do you have the right to demand it? If I refuse my ID, you're IDing me because you think I'm suspicious, right? And I refuse that. Do you have the right to place me under arrest? Now, he just said, my whole question was based on, without probable cause, you'll demand ID. Well, if there's suspicion, and that's the breakdown that we need to address here.
Right.
And I think it's a fail just based on that. Of course, he can ask me for ID, but what he's saying is, hey, if there's a suspicion, he's IDing me. And you know what? If I came in here with a mask, I saw a cop and I ran, I'd probably get tackled to the ground, and maybe that's something, that needs to be done. You can't assume suspicion is not probable cause. It's not articulable
You
suspicion.
know what would be great right here? If we requested that incident report.
Absolutely.
Do we want it now since we've already disengaged?
I don't want to deal with them any further because I don't want,
Well, I guess it's something we could follow up on. But I know other auditors don't like us pulling reports on their names and stuff, so I guess it's a challenge for that auditor. But it would be interesting to find out what their report had to say.
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, he was wrong to offer his ID, but here's the thing. I am a huge believer in smart people take deals, innocent people go to trial, smart people identify, innocent people take it to the length of the law. Now, sometimes people will have probation and they don't want to violate that probation, but at the end of the day, when he asks for the ID illegally and then you give it to him illegally, you're instituting no change, you're feeding the beast. It's our opportunity to fight that, and then at that point, once they make that illegal request, then we get arrested, and then we take it to court, and we take it all the way, we don't take pleas. That's when they look at this and say, why were you asking
Yes,
for ID in the
never
first
take a
place?
plea, guys. Never take a plea. If you are in the right, they have to prove that you're guilty. So you should have the higher ground, even though they may have you in custody or have legal binding things over your head. But ultimately, you got to fight. It's your life. You only have one life. So if you want to spend, 90 days in jail, like this guy right here, just to prove that you were right, dude, that was 90 days worth living.
I mean, they offered to allow me to leave after just 34 days, but I'm not gonna take a deal for something I didn't do. I have a right against self-incrimination. I'm violating my own Fifth Amendment right to pleading to something I didn't do. Now, I will say, in Auditing America's defense, is that it was, his rights were absolutely violated, because he's secure within his person, his papers, and effects. So when he gave that ID, his constitutional rights were violated. So on the flip side, the moment they accepted that ID from him, they violated his Fourth Amendment right. So there is still a way to move forward and have reprisal for things like that. And that's why we're doing this.
What do you think? They gave him the option for the other exit? while we're
Oh,
over
yeah,
here?
for sure, for sure.
So there's some sort of like a meeting going on, looks like a football. It looks like a football meeting. I mean, it's not a football, but it looks like one. It looks like a football meeting is going on, and it looks like that they're giving him a side entrance to leave. So, I mean,
And for those who say, oh, this officer was nice, listen, if one cop protects another bad cop, he just became a bad cop. Bad cops are created by each other.
I mean, look, as an individual premise here, okay, is that he doesn't know who the other cop was. He said he wasn't aware of the incident. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
But I'm not going to give the benefit, respectfully, I'm not going to give the benefit of the doubt to someone who sets aside the Constitution because he thinks suspicion is more important than probable cause.
Right. I get what you're saying. I know what you mean. What is?
Oh, they're definitely doing side entrance. I'm going to do a perimeter check.
Yeah, we can actually walk on this little side river here all the way to the back.
Okay,
And same thing with the other side.
all right.
I was curious why I didn't have front plates in this.
Looking for thin blue line, don't see it. Haven't seen it yet.
Now what happens if they park illegally?
I mean, the cops are gonna tell you if people park illegally here that it's discretion. I don't see any no parking signs yet.
Oh, fire.
That's a firefighter. Oh no, it actually has lights in it. So this is a public vehicle. Public vehicle with groceries inside.
Nice public vehicle, huh?
Yeah, nice public vehicles.
Hey, no, fire chiefs. I think that might be a fire chief's vehicle. They should be able to take that vehicle home.
That's
They're on
absolutely
call
right.
24/7.
That's
not like
absolutely
cops who are
right.
shift duties, right?
That's absolutely right.
So we can walk this way.
Guys, now I'm going to double check to make sure there's no signage saying that we can't enter here. We'll cover all our bases. And there is no sign saying that we can't enter here.
Actually, they have it clearly designated back here.
And some of these public officials, like depending on their rank and position, actually can use public vehicles for personal use or use it. So it's entirely plausible that that firefighter's public vehicle is for that purpose. All right, this is.
No name. What time is it? 7:30.
All right, it's fenced off. We'll get a closer look.
And you know how you can tell you're still on a public road? There's marked mailboxes.
Oh, did I just lose feed? No. Full service. And I'm froze.
They got a Cadillac Escalade painted black and white back there.
I just lost my feed.
I know how you feel.
Sorry guys, just temporarily lost the feed. We're back. Sorry about that. They have a what you said?
Cadillac Escalade right there, black and white.
A police Escalade?
Yeah, right there. See it? There's a Explorer, Taurus, Escalade, and an Explorer.
Oh my god, they have a friggin' Cadillac Escalade police car. No way! So guys, I just got information that this city, Westerly, has a volunteer fire department. They can't pay their firefighters to work full time, but they can pay to have Escalades.
Good point.
That's bananas. They have a Cadillac Escalade for a cruiser, but a volunteer fire department. That's insane. Westerly, Rhode Island. Incredible. They have a volunteer fire department, a gigantic police station that rivals some of the police stations in Boston from big cities, okay? They can't afford full-time firefighters to protect citizens, but they can violate people's rights in Cadillac Escalades. That's awesome. Good for them, huh? Maybe we'll get pulled over in a Maserati while a firefighter has to be taken from the dinner table to put out some flames. Scumbags. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, you're paying for a Cadillac Escalade to be patrolling your streets. I'm sure that's probably the most gas-efficient vehicle they could find, right, guys? Oh, he's gonna come, I bet. Let's see if... Guys, does Westerly receive federal assistance? If it receives federal tax assistance and you pay federal taxes, then you're paying for it. Could be a drug bust repo. Car could have been repurposed, but do you think it could have been better repurposed and sold to maybe donate money to their fire department? Is he censoring you? Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Guys, I just wanted to come introduce myself. I don't want to bother you guys at all. I just want to introduce myself. I'm the beat officer over here. So if you guys have any issues, let me know. All right. You're all,
Including issues of officers, maybe?
why would you?
Because everyone's individual. I'm just saying.
What do you have an issue right now?
No. Hypothetically.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, it depends on who. I'm going to be coming here.
Okay.
For
You
guys.
seem like a nice guy, so.
Yeah. I get what you guys are doing. I got it. If somebody comes here though and asks you guys to just do something, just cooperate as much as you can.
Okay.
I know what you guys are doing. I get it. So I just want you guys just to cooperate.
Who can I mention?
What's that?
Who can I mention if they do come up?
For what? Like?
You're saying like if another police officer sees what we're doing and gives us a problem,
Yeah.
that who can I mention that said it was okay?
You could just say the other officer said, you're here fine. You're peacefully here. It's fine.
I guess I'm asking what
You're
your
Officer
name.
Ruisi. Sorry, Officer
Okay.
Ruisi. Yep.
Okay.
I apologize.
I appreciate it though.
Yeah, no problem. Good luck, guys.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to say you don't have probable cause, but you have might be acting suspicious to you? Do you have I understand you have the right to ask me for my ID, but do you have the right to demand identification under penalty of
If we're
arrest?
investigating something, yes. It depends. So if I have to investigate the totality of the entire case, all right, and we have to document everything that happens. If I interact with you, not like this.
So if you obtain probable cause,
reasonable suspicion, we'll go with that route.
articulable
suspicion. So I have to say what.
Okay. That's better than the answer he gave us.
Is that for the?
And I would say that would take more than one witness, but that would be my thing. Because
Right.
you don't take just one person's word.
Well, who's to say? Because suspicion in itself isn't a crime.
All right, so
All right, man.
Talk to my supervisor. Yeah, he's probably going to talk to you, or wanted me to talk to you guys, but I'm already doing it. So
Is he nervous or something?
my supervisor.
Yeah.
He's no, he's not. He's not nervous. He just probably wants to advise me you guys are here, but I already know you're here.
Okay.
So.
All right. Thanks, man.
Hey, we're always watching.
Oh, I get it. I got it. Good luck, guys.
Thank you. I think that brought him up a grade. I like how they reached out about it. And look, we got this guy just sitting.
Well, they're definitely perturbed by the cameras, huh, guys? Up. Is he gonna move away now? Oh yeah, there he goes.
He doesn't want to move out. Actually, I think he waited for that gate to close, which was due diligence.
We don't know. I don't know that. I mean, he didn't.
That gate just finished closing.
And I also got closer with my camera. So
Yeah.
look at the stars tonight, guys. Can you see them?
Oh wow. Yeah.
It's beautiful. My camera's not showing it. It's a beautiful sky out tonight.
That'd be wild if they picked up stars.
Yeah, just cooperate and do what they say. Yeah, absolutely. Why don't I lick their boots and just search myself so I don't have to waste their time taking away from the volunteer firefighters?
Yeah, I had the babblefish in my ear a little bit there, and what he said to me was, "You are our bosses. That you guys have the right to be here to hold us accountable." And I appreciated that actually. Whereas in the inside, they're like, "You can't film back here." Like, no. We are your bosses, as confirmed by the
I'm more
citizens.
concerned about the corrective measures. Like who's going to tell that dispatcher that she better learn her job before she tries to enforce other people's jobs. Forget that.
It goes to the head of the dispatchers.
Here's a shout out to a Hooksett, New Hampshire dispatcher Tyrant Belanger. When you go from being a police officer and you're demoted to a dispatcher and it's in a completely another town, That's probably because you did something wrong, Dispatcher Belanger of Hooksett PD. Dispatchers can't make legal determinations. If police can't make legal determinations, what gives a dispatcher the same right to? When you need a police officer, you get a police officer. Now let me give you perfect proof of concept. I waited in the lobby for 20 minutes. For 20 minutes, and I filmed. And they would give me nobody until the very end when they realized I wasn't going to go. But when I go back and I shine a camera on their Cadillac Escalades, they send me my own troop, delivery to my door. That was like the Uber Eats of tyranny. Okay?
Yo, you're making me hungry.
The Uber Eats of tyranny here in Westerly, Connecticut today. Well, so if you go inside and say you need a police officer, you wait 20 minutes. If you film their Escalades, then, you know, you'll get served. So guys, here's what I'm saying. Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You might need to just skip the dispatch window altogether. If you need fast service here at the Westerly PD in Rhode Island, just go ahead and, no directional. No directional. Slow down, guy. Yeah, if you need service, just go to the fence and pull out a camera. They'll be out in 10 seconds with a hot Happy Meal for you. Oh, here we go. Let's see it. Let's do directional checks. Directional checks.
Yep, directional check here.
Negative. Did not come to a complete stop, nor did he use his directional. Let's check the next one. No directional again.
This was the officer that
Just
just talked to us, I believe.
talk to us. Incredible. Incredible. Fail. I'll be back here. And when I have an issue, I'll just go to the back gate and bring a camera. There's a cop down there waiting for us.
Probably wondering where we park.
Tube Sock, glad to see you back out there with your peeps. Thank you so much, Tube Sock. Appreciate that.
Enjoy the video.
There's another one down there waiting for us to leave, so I'm going to stay alive. That's all. Oh, man, I'm upset now.
You don't know if it's police.
I'll walk down there and check.
I'll come get you.
In fact, I would love to walk down here and see if this is police. Guys, you see the lights down there? There's a car with its lights on. There's one idling here, using his high beams to obstruct my First Amendment right. So I just want to see how much time they're going to spend on this. They won't come into the lobby and talk to me. Will they hang out and wait till I leave to try and pull me over? Yeah, he used his high beams to obstruct. I could have been wrong. Maybe this is not a police officer. I can admit when I'm wrong. It would be egregious for a police officer. Uh-oh. 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 Bye, Felicia.
Or Taurus. Well, there you go. Give me some of that. Some of that good, gutter cigarette.
Yeah, I was pulling back. Oh, he's gonna wait for us to leave.
I'm staying live.
No?
Look, his headlights are on now, off now. Let's see if he turns them on when I film him.
Oh, the beams were off?
Yeah,
The beams were on before.
Those were high beams. I was right.
Watch your step there, Joe.
Yeah, those are a lot dimmer.
Yep, I agree. Actually, I don't know. On the camera, it looks the same.
No, those are dimmer.
Yeah, they were brighter before.
All right, guys, so let's put this into perspective. Let me enlighten everybody out there, okay?
Want some light?
Be able to see, yeah, please. Let me enlighten everybody out there. I went into a public lobby and asked for assistance for a police officer. I was told I couldn't film what I can see in public, okay? The police officer came out and told me that he doesn't need probable cause, he only needs to find someone suspicious to demand their identification under penalty of arrest violating their First and Fourth Amendment rights. I waited a grand total of 20 minutes before I spoke to a police officer. But when I went to the back of their building and pulled out my camera, I had one officer come up to me with his partner in the car, and then I had 3 separate vehicles tail me. So what are they hiding, and why do people need to go, so bottom line is, go to their fence, whip out a camera, maybe you'll get services. Epic fail by the Westerly Police Department in Connecticut. They should be ashamed of themselves. And now, since we know they're using public tax dollars to surveil people conducting a First Amendment and constitutionally protected activity, we're going to stay alive for our own protection. Because the tyrant hunters just got themselves tyrant. And I'm under the influence right now, guys. I should let you know that. I'm under the influence of tyrant.
Yeah, he's right there. Right. Is that him or is that a civilian? Oh, he's right there.
Where?
Right there.
Yep.
Don't block the cars from going.
No, I'm not.
past.
So now he's over there. Let's see if there's a directional here. I want to do proof of concept right here. Let's see if they use a directional. Because I want...
No, are they stopping? No. Not a complete stop?
Not a complete stop. Doesn't use their directional. Alright, so let's see if they'll waste more time pursuing us or if they'll enforce traffic laws.
Oh, he's going.
Oh, nope. Someone disobeys the law in front of this guy, and he turns back around to follow us.
How can you go to a stop sign? No one else wants. I mean, how often do you see a cop pulling just straight around their own?
Guys, he's now allowing people... Now, it's his discretion whether or not to give a ticket, but that's proof of concept, and he did exactly what I knew he was going to do.
So why did he stop? So should we put a complaint in that he didn't stop? No.
No, I mean, what's the complaint process? The officer didn't do his job. They're aware of that here in Westerly, Connecticut.
We are going to...
Stay live now for our protection, firstly.
For when we travel, we're going to stay live. Are you live, TJ? No.
No justice, no peace, fuck the police. No justice, no peace, fuck the police. That's my First Amendment right, peaceful protest, and address my grievances to my government, our government. This is not their government, right? They preach officer safety, but they swear a duty to protect and uphold the laws to their citizens first.
Yeah, don't stay on the road. He's creeping. Don't stay on the road. Yeah. We're on easement right now. Oh, he's using his blinker. That's freaking about time. He thinks that when he goes in there, he's on the wrong side of the road too. He's waiting for the gate to open. What the hell is that supposed to do? He's waiting for the gate. There it goes.
There it goes. Well, I'm sure the folks watching have a lot of questions for the Westerly Police Department in Westerly, Rhode Island. I sure do. I can have my First Amendment right violated. I can have my Fourth Amendment right violated.
You want to make a bet he's going to sit back on the other side by going through the gate? Yeah. Want to make a bet that they're watching your live stream right about now?
I hope they are watching my live stream. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe so that way you get the next notification bell when I come back to do a revisit. Oh, he's coming back out?
Whatever the hell it is, the Genesis. It's okay. You know what, guys? Let's just go. Yep. And we have everything we need to do to save ourselves. We're not doing anything wrong. We haven't done.
Thank you, Prince Fagata News Network and Travel. Hit that like button, he says. Please do hit that like button. Guys, I'm out there with no gloves, nothing like that. I usually would have left long before that. But my issue is serious with these guys.
Okay. I'm gonna keep recording too.
Sorry, I'll move my hand in a second, folks. Alright, we're
Buckle.
gonna stay live now.
Buckle. All right. Here we go. Lights on.
Guys, we're all buckled. I'm also, for proof of concept, gonna shine my phone on the speedometer. Okay? Show that we the people are ahead of their games. Alright, now we're doing something that they don't enforce here. We're stopping at throughways, at a complete stop. We're using directionals. We're obeying speed and safety laws.
Even though I can barely see the double line, I see it. Just barely. There was no stop sign right here. I am going to put my blinker on going this way, turn it off, turn it back
Using
on, and come
directionals.
to a complete stop before the line.
He's also recording on his phone here.
Now
We're
the
coming to
law
complete
is
stop.
1, 2, 3 seconds, and now I'm legally allowed to go. I'm not going faster than 30 right now. I don't know what the speed limit is.
There
'cause
is no
there is
posted
no
speed
posted
limit.
sign. It looks like we have a cop behind us
We
already.
do already. Already,
So-
guys.
What I will be doing is turning off in the first possible public
Oh, for
parking lot.
sure. Oh, for sure. Guys, we're still obeying the speed limit right now.
From what I know is that it's 25 unless it's marked.
Oh, we have a public
And I have yet to see it marked.
access up here. I think we
Sure
got
do.
one over there turning in as well. Let's see, do we
Yeah,
have a
see.
directional?
Is he a cop? This question. It looked like he is.
It looks like by the lights that he is. Let's see if he uses directional. He'll follow us if he does.
Let's get one on plates.
No, it looks
Is
like
it
a
a
truck
Chevy?
actually. It looks
Okay,
like a
we're
truck.
safe. We're good. It's a Ram.
It's a Lincoln.
Yep.
Well, guys, listen, maybe they do use Lincolns. They surely use Escalades here. They most certainly use Escalades. So a Lincoln, being in official capacity, wouldn't be out of control.
Now, we are in a private parking lot, and I can break traffic laws here because unless, the plaza owner sees me doing these firsthand, that I haven't broken any or violated any sort of ordinances or laws here, if there is any such thing.
Guys, Tyrant Central here. This is the worst I've seen it in a while. Westerly, Rhode Island is the worst I've seen it in a long, long time.
I turned mine off because I feel safe, but
I'm going to say live just until we get a little bit closer to where we're going. Because you know what? If they're watching live, then they're going to wait until I shut off my live to pull me over. And you better believe that a good amount of my subscribers are cops, so they think that they can have a heads up. First of all, if I have a driver's license or not is totally irrelevant. Secondly, I don't need a driver's license if I'm not driving.
hey, keep your hands on the wheel.
Oh, look, is that one over there? The light over there, black? Yeah, black. Yeah, look at the rims on that Explorer.
Oh yeah, that's
At
a
the red light,
cop.
yeah.
Yep. We're near the police station. Right there, guys. For sure.
Private car.
They can afford all sorts of great toys here.
I think, this is what I think, for every single state, the income for a starting police officer should be the average income of the entire state. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, if it's a
Median
really
income.
poor state, sorry, you got to get paid really poor wages because you're not allowed to,
Thank you, PV Travel News Network. We appreciate the donation.
you're not allowed to, police people if you make, a lot more than them. And like, if you look at like Worcester, the top 200 incomes in Worcester are police
Which is insane.
because of detail and all that stuff. But it's not right. Worcester is very poor. All the banksters that work there, they don't live there.
And this is just insane to me. Like, the amount of, let's just say, break down the hourly salary for these officers, right? How much money was just spent chasing after us and going through all that because we were filming versus just coming out and talking to us. Like, here's the lesson for you guys, right? It's a constitutionally protected activity. Leave us alone. We're out of there in 2 minutes. I pull out my camera and you show that you're possibly the worst police department in these United States of America. That is Westerly, Rhode Island Police Department. Proof of concept is it didn't just happen once.
Westerly isn't the worst.
It's the worst I've seen in a while.
Providence is the worst. But
Providence does suck.
Woonsocket's a close second.
Why, I'm abusing my rights because it doesn't fit your narrative? That's the thing, right? What is abusing rights? I'm filming a public place from a public easement, and it makes your beloved tyrants not look great? They're making themselves not look great, not me.
I mean, we could hit things on the way.
50 minutes in, I got 185 people watching. Get the likes up right now, guys. If you want us to hit another place, get those likes up, please. Get those likes up.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my videos. Hit that bell notification, as well as on Accountability for All and No Name channel, so you can keep up with us. You know.
Let me get a little bit of light here. Absolutely, guys. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe to their channel. It's imperative that folks like this get out there and put their own freedom on the line, and it's unfortunate that your freedom has to be in jeopardy, that you're at a possible loss of liberty for exercising your God-given rights in this country. They are inalienable. And I always say in videos, there's no time exemptions on the Constitution. There are none. There are none. Okay, guys? And here's the other thing. You know what I mean? Share these videos. The only way we bring awareness to this type of stuff is if we're sharing this stuff, if we're going to other channels, if we're all getting together and working, you know? That's proof of concept right there. I mean, look at the video itself. All the things they do, and all the things they go through because we're filming them. No, when we wanted help, they didn't do it. Hit that thumbs up and hit the PayPal. We can't always be out, but we can help with $1 at least. PV Travel News Network 702. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And if you guys have a channel that you're trying to get out there, come here. I don't care about the sub for sub thing, right? Where you'll sub somebody else in return for a sub back, because this is how we bring awareness. Come on here. Tell us about your channel. Email me. I'm flooded with emails, but I try and get back to all of them. We're hitting another place right now. I'm not going to let you know where we're going. First of all, because I don't know, and secondly, because I don't want the bootlickers to contact them. Hey, and think of how insane that sounds. Excuse me, officer. We know you're going to violate somebody's rights, but please don't do it in the next 20 minutes. Violate people's rights before and after that, but not in the next 20 minutes. That would be unacceptable because you might look bad. Travel says if you hit the down button, you'll get sudden diarrhea later on. That's entirely plausible.
Oh my God.
Oh, man. That's just incredible to me. No name audits. What do you think about that?
That tyrant shit?
Yeah, that police station.
Yeah, that's terrible. I mean, it's like you can't even put in a complaint on it because they're not even gonna address the complaint amongst themselves.
Guys, listen. You can hit www.paypal.me/accountabilityforall. That's paypal.me/accountabilityforall. You can go to the accountabilityforall.com website. You can check us out on the Accountability for All Facebook page. You can check out Breaking the Flaws Facebook page, his channel.
Hell yeah.
Smash it. I know there's great content there. I visit it every day. And if you're a cop, don't bother because I'm one of the admins and I spend 10 minutes going through people's profiles. I make sure they have at least 10 mutual friends.
Oh yeah. If you want to join my Facebook group, you're gonna be vetted out. I have to look on your profile. You should have stuff that is public enough so we know who you are. You got to be mutual friends, and I'm not talking about one or two. And I'm sorry, James Freeman, if you're watching,
you add every bootlicker there is, because the bootlickers go with you and a few others like News Now Patrick, and they use that as mutual friends to try to get on other people's channels, on other people's friends list. I mean, James, you want to be friends with all of them, that's cool, and you can just like, delete them later when
Shout out, by the way, to
problem.
James Freeman and News Now Patrick and Nomad.
Hell yeah,
We're gonna
you
get
guys
down
are-
to
you guys are
Texas.
the best out there. I'll shout out all of them. We got News Now California, San Joaquin Transparency. We got News Now South Florida. Who else we got? Come on.
Big Nick,
Wrights
Crispy.
The Resistance up in
The
Boston.
Resistance.
New guy. Check
I
him
saw
out.
it. He's awesome.
Yeah, the Resistance. He's great. San Joaquin just shared one of his videos, and I tell you what, you guys need to.
I actually
share it,
I watched his
subscribe to
video.
videos.
He films with a tablet. I watched his video like about a week ago, and I actually left a comment when he had like 100 views, and I said, "Hey, email me. I'm in the area. I like what you do."
Yeah.
It's called The Resistance. It just has an R, a purple R. It's important that guys get out there and do this type of stuff.
I'm sorry, I'm leaving some people out. What's the Wolf guy? Forget the channel. Just subscribe.
Wolfie Gladly.
Yeah, Wolfie Gladly. I just subscribed to him recently. Check him out. Who else we got?
Oh, we got Disorderly Product News here.
That's a pretty good one.
He's actually, you know what? When I had just started, he was brand new. He had sent me a couple of his arrest videos before he created my channel and before he created his channel, and went out with us in Chicago. What's up, Cy? What's going on, man?
You know what I really like is Carolina Fort Worth. Oh, she's great.
You know what's
Hey, what are you doing, guys? Shift change?
Belfer Free.
Are you smuggling drugs into the jail? That is fantastic.
And guys, just so we know, I just saw a police officer and he was on private property. I hate when cops use private property to initiate public business. Like, you're going to engage me in a traffic stop from private property?
That's right.
Not happening. And,
Can you, I don't want to tell you to shut the light off, but.
did he pull out? No.
No. I don't say it out loud. I mean.
Right. That, I don't know. Well, I'll give people the option. Okay, no one knows where we're going or what direction I'm headed in. The next place is about 20 minutes away. It's about 18 minutes. If you guys want us to stay live until we get there, give us a 1. If you guys want us to record it, release it tomorrow, and you for us to disconnect and bring it to you tomorrow. John says Josh Abrams, on the top of his game, is easily the best and most productive civil rights activist in the country. Woo! Whew, that is high praise, and one I appreciate but would also reject. There's so many guys out there and gals out there that are doing so much more work and so much better work than me. I appreciate even being in the same tier as these guys.
Shout out to High Impact Flicks. Buy some of his t-shirts. News Now Patrick, help donate so we can enjoy his hot tubs. I'm just kidding. Like,
I love Patrick. Why is he always about to get tased? Every time I see news, I actually tell him, I say hashtag Patty don't get tased. And I like
someone I want to
I
tase.
like Nomad. I like Nomad. I've had off-camera discussions with him. I like him. He's cool.
John Felix, I love his video reviews and the videos that he's done.
Felix, yeah.
Felix. And who else? I'm trying to think. Guys, if you guys know anybody.
303 Cop Block's awesome.
Share. Oh yes, yeah, 303.
Guys, if you hit 303 Cop Block up, he has a video where he just dropped his kids off from school, and the school police, now we're talking about like elementary school police, come up to him, and he's like, yeah, I'm not giving up ID, but it's probably the funniest video, best combination of funny video, best audit, and 0 to 100 fast of any video I've ever seen. Needless to say, it's in the title. I'm not giving much away. The guy doesn't like, he called him something, called him sweetheart, and then he gets a gun pulled on him. It's crazy. You got to check it out.
Then you got Texas Sheepdog. Shout out Texas Sheepdog.
Yeah.
Who's the other guy? I forget his name. It's Justin Paliano or something like that. He does.
Pulliam.
William.
Pulliam.
Yeah, he's great. I love his press work. He's a real good reporter.
And he went live when I got arrested in Boston, as he did. I mean, as we all did when Johnny 5 got arrested. I talked to Bell for Freedom the other night. You know, they appreciate when we get involved, and Pulliam did that for me, and I did that for Johnny 5 when he got arrested. I went live fast. I called their police department, owned them, left a message for the mayor. I did get a response back, by the way, from the office. It just said from it was administrative assistant. 14 minutes away from our location. This is a perfect time to let you guys know our constitutional tip of the week. So here we go. If, let me think. Constitutional tip of the week. Don't give ID. Suspicion is not probable cause. Your ID itself is property. The Fourth Amendment says you are secure in your person, your papers, and your effects. Effects is property. Your ID is your property. Your ID is your papers. They cannot, they cannot take that from you. Don't ID. Yes, you might get arrested, but in the end, you're bringing awareness, and it's an unconstitutional and an unlawful arrest. You don't answer questions. Are you detained? If you're not detained, you're free to go, and more so if you're auditing a police station. If you are free to go, you're free to stay. Free to stay. Stay.
In any public place.
Any public place. So, constitutional tip of the week: don't violate your own Fourth Amendment rights if you expect the police not to. Because when they unlawfully ask for ID and you give it, you're helping them violate your own rights. Like you hear the saying, you can't help somebody if they don't want to help themselves. You can't. Don't allow them to.
Well, okay, I wouldn't use the term you're violating your own rights. You are giving up your rights. That's a better way to say it. Because like violating your rights is like you punching yourself in the face. Like, you know, or that's still not a violation because it's like you wanted to do it. You're not violating anything.
It's complicit.
Yeah.
You're right. You're actually violating your Third Amendment right because you're quartering with the enemy.
Ooh.
In a time of war, because there's a war on the Constitution. And up and other, when they tell you what to do and they give you unlawful commands, it's a violation of your 13th Amendment right for involuntary slavery and servitude. I'm not there to serve them. They're there to serve me. Wow, constitutional tip of the week.
I like it.
Pow! What do you think, No Name?
Give any idea to whomever.
Black Spades revived. Give me the wrench back, you stud muffin. All right. How come? We'll give you a wrench. You know, what is this question? How come you have to show ID on an Amtrak train, but not on a Greyhound bus?
I like Nomad's way of giving away wrenches, which is donate $20 and you get a wrench.
Wow, I should feel lucky because I didn't donate anything. I just went in his live stream and got a wrench.
Well, sometimes he gives it to people, but he wants to make money, you know. So.
Yeah, I don't sell wrenches here, but I do other things.
Whoa.
Do other things here. Guys are only 9 minutes away from our location.
No, 13.
Excuse me, 13 minutes.
Oh, so you're gonna stay
I was
on?
looking at 8. Yeah, I thought that was minutes. That's miles right there. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on. They voted for me to stay on. Other things, Nedra, my YouTube. I'm like the YouTube Mormon. I have so many YouTube lives. I get married almost every live stream.
Hey, here's something you don't hear from auditors, and maybe I'm biting my tongue by asking this, but if anyone in chat can name any good officers, please, I want to hear. I want to know who they are. And if they're in Rhode Island or New England area, and just let me know.
I just want to know who's good and who's bad. Prince Vienna News Network and Travel, we love kicking it with you. Kyle says, no good officers, Orga. You know this.
Oh, man. I don't know. We met a pretty nice one. I wouldn't say, I don't like to determine if they're good or bad. The law is is what really determines how a law enforcer acts a lot of times.
I think bad cops spread like diseases. It's pretty much a contact virus.
Yeah, let's
Because
see.
one bad cop creates another bad cop.
And whoever's trying to call me right now, do not call.
We should answer and then record it because then we'll have proof of harassment.
You want to answer it and
I'll
just
answer it, sure.
and don't say anything. Don't say anything. Hit the answer button.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
I don't know who it is.
Who's this?
Hello, hi. Hi, is this Joe?
Who's calling?
No, I'm looking for Joe, you know. You were not the driver last night.
Oh.
Robert Porter. We
We
left the people bag.
left the bag. It's private business.
And I just wanted to see if I could meet up with them to get them tomorrow.
Hang on just a second.
That was business call. This is the stuff we have to do to protect ourselves, guys.
Can I get your name? Can I get your name, please?
Good. Can you hear me now? Good. Can you hear me now?
And what time did I get your ride?
Oh, we are approaching. Major Payne was a dick. He was a dick. Cleveland.
Okay, and where'd you go? Just so I
Cleveland.
can confirm.
That's true. This is true. Did.
Mayfield. Were you with someone else?
Don't answer questions. This is a great time.
Okay, and
You have your
where do you
wish.
think it? Where
What
do you think
happened?
the,
I gave Black Spades a
yeah,
wrench.
just call up on
No,
the ride.
Black Spades, you're a moderator
Where
already.
did you think you put the bag?
You're going to an In-N-Out Burger? I've never been to In-N-Out Burgers. I've also never been to Jack in the Box, or popularly known as Jizzack and the Biatch.
Oh! You had 2 suitcases and a duffel, right?
Joe's on a business call
2
right
suitcases and a duffel bag?
now. Titan Mass PD. Good. They give stranded people rides home. Thank you so much, Prince Forgetter News. Thank you so much, man. Listen, stop doing that. Black Spades, thank you,
You know
brother.
what? I know where that is.
No, he didn't try stealing someone's
That
bag.
was-
He
I-
gave
I-
somebody
I
a
was like,
ride
I
and they're
was
calling
wondering
to
who
say
that
they
stuff
left it in
was.
the car.
But it was
You guys
like
just
a large,
make
like
shit
clear blue
up.
drinking cup.
You know, one
With
time
a
he
cap.
drove over 45
Okay,
minutes
what
to
I
get
would do
someone's
is I would
sunglasses
contact
back.
Garage C. They should answer the call right now.
Duh.
You can look this up. If you look up Garage C. And
In-N-Out
C.
Burgers
And you
are
have like
good.
a bag of chips or something in there, right, too? Yes, yeah, that was
Jizzack and
that
the
was left
Biatch,
in the
aka
lobby
not pulling
of
out.
the garage. I saw it on the floor for a while. I assumed that maybe the
No, he
staff
didn't
there-
know where it was because they actually just left it somewhere else, which they just realized. You guys just
Yeah,
make
that-
it up.
I
huh?
remember seeing it afterwards
Come on,
after
make
I
it up.
kept on going back there, and I didn't know whose it was.
I am the
You're
Pope of YouTube. Holy smokes. Hey, did you know that I'm the Pope of YouTube? Ricardo Luna just tells me that I'm the Pope of YouTube. We are gathered here today to bring public awareness to tyrants. And I bless you in the name of the First Amendment. We're like 5 minutes away, guys. Thank you for being so patient. We've been live about an hour and 10 minutes. Holy Tyrant Central. I still can't get over it. Like, Tyrant is like an infectious disease because I feel ill after that. What is the vaccine for Tyrant?
I don't know. Westerly Police had their logo is 3 fish. I feel kind of fishy.
Oh, Nedra, thank you so much. But you don't have to donate to us, Nedra, because you're my YouTube wife, which mine is yours.
Actually, if you want to donate, please go to my channel and donate.
Anyways, guys, he's breaking up. I'm losing his call. No, go ahead.
I mean, you can go to paypal.me/CRRI, and you'll be helping covering my my lawyer fees, and that would be great. I really could use the help. And when this all gets settled and taken care of, I will be making a really intensive video about what happened, and stay tuned. But you're gonna have to wait. It's not anytime soon, maybe like a month or two. So please keep watching my channel, check it out. But I really could use help. I really could.
Guys, you need, like, folks that are assisting, we appreciate it. And listen, what we're doing is important work, okay? Now, once you start getting viral videos, for example, if I didn't take 3 months off from work because I was illegally incarcerated, I would be making a lot of money, okay? But I wasn't. I wasn't illegally incarcerated. So I'm still out here doing this. I'm not giving up the fight to go work a job. This is the best job that there is. I'm fighting for my freedom, okay? Because I have a vested interest in this, because I was born a citizen of this great country. We need help sometimes. And we are, like, real close. We're getting off the exit. Throat Animal says, Orga is going to end up doing 25 years. Don't donate. I've seen, so let's just say that there's going to be accountability for them. I've seen this stuff. Haas. So Haas likes to tell me all night to stop censoring him, but every single one of his messages come through.
All the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, go to my channel, I'll censor you. I don't care. You want to talk smack or troll? Don't spoil it for you guys.
Okay. Thanks, guys, for
Look,
what you do.
I'll leave constructive criticism on my page. That's no problem. Constructive criticism is fine, but once you start using ad hominems or just insults galore, you're gonna get what you deserve. You don't like what I do? Change the channel, and I'll make sure that you change the channel. And you won't be welcome anymore. So that's how it goes. That's how I roll, guys.
I don't delete anything unless it's against the guidelines or unless it's clearly libelous, slander, or defamation. Because I just don't care.
That's basically what I'm doing.
They hate us because they ain't us.
That's all that I'm basically doing. I mean, you can make fun of me all you want. I don't really care. But like when it comes down to the gritty up to what really happens at the end of the day, you don't like my stuff?
Thanks,
move.
Prince V.
Go on. Move on. You're not helping me. You just give me a couple views here and there. I don't care. Not worth
This
my time.
advertisement has been brought to you in part by
Breaking the flaw. Don't break the law. Break the flaw.
I'm going to Bama, Andrew. I'm going to Bama. And we are going to be there in 1 second. It's the final approach. Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure your First Amendment is securely stowed as we make our descent into a public place. Please be aware that tyrants may have become aroused during approach. And we appreciate you exercising your First Amendment rights, and thanks for flying America. How was that?
That's good.
I feel like I could be a pilot, except the fact that I have no idea how to drive a plane. I flew a plane on Grand Theft Auto once.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty... I just like to jump out the plane so I can use the parachute.
Yeah.
And yeah. I'm down to go to Vegas. I'm definitely down to go to Vegas. Guys, hit that PayPal. www.paypal.me/accountability-for-all. What is that? Oh my god, that's the first fire department that I found with actually, I don't want to give away too much information because someone will be from this place. I don't want to tell anyone where I am because we are making our fire. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your auditor speaking. We are making final approach. Please keep your seat backs secure, your tray tables up.
2 minutes.
Other auditors, please prepare for landing. I am awesome at making airplane noises and voices.
Air traffic control.
Sorry, guys. So at one point, and here's the other reason. Why isn't he going? You get 2 notifications a day. I had close to 200 people watching with no notifs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just find something better to do.
Might lose them again. We're gonna see.
Now they're dropping because people have of service right